Yes, that's correct. I just released a new robotic dress, which is based on personal space. And it is basically a dress with robotic hip elements. And when somebody comes into the personal space, these hip elements go up. So it's really creating a physical barrier, basically. It's based on sensors, so it's based on distance sensors, which are measuring up to 25 feet. And it's also based on thermal sensors, so that is kind of cool. I like to work with these sensors mainly because they are non-invasive to me. If you're working with things like camera and facial recognition, things get creepy very fast, I think. And basically the data that I have using proximity sensors and thermal is anonymous, so you don't go into any of the notion with privacy or more the creepy side of things, sort of, you know. So I really like to work with them. I did make other dresses based on personal space. One is my robotic spider dress, which has mechanic legs on the shoulders. And when you step into the personal space, the dress literally attacks because you can see the robotic legs move towards you. So that's a pretty creepy one. Another one is the sensoric smoke dress, which is more friendly. It's more pear-shaped design. It is very elegant. I would say the spider dress is very aggressive, but the smoke dress also works on proximity sensors, but it measures the amount of people around the dress. So the more people around the dress, the more smoke comes up, basically. And she's really disappearing behind this cloud of smoke. It's really about these 4 zones. It's based on the Proxemics theory of Edward T. Hall, who defined in, I think, the 60s, these 4 zones around the body. So it is the intimate space, the personal space, the social space, and the public space. And those spaces are defined by certain measurements from the body, sort of. And that is biggest part of what my research is about, like how to use those spaces and also how to use them in collaboration with fashion, which is responsive, which is interactive, and which is electronic and embedded with all kinds of technology, sort of, you know. So these designs are really expressing themselves and communicating based on these notions of the data that they get through the sensors. So in this case, proximity sensors, and that is how they react.
Very, very appropriate for this time.
I think it's kind of an appropriate dress because of the whole thing around social distancing. I think we as humans we might know what 6 feet is, but sometimes we forget, and in that case it might be a really nice thing to have a robotic dress or a robotic entity on your body that can help you remind this notion of like keeping that distance, basically, you know. And that is one of the reasons that I made it a little robotic help on your hips.
And thank you very much for this chat and telling us about it. And thank you again for being such a great member of the Hyphen-Hub community. I'm very honored to.
Oh, I think it's incredible, like the things you guys do with Hyphen-Hub, and I'm super happy to be a part of it. So rock on.